Hey hamsters, we know the crypto world is nothing short of exciting, but it's not always the big news stories that get our whiskers twitching. Sometimes it's a single squeak on the blockchain, as some of the most iconic tweets, now posts on X, have hinted towards something much bigger, telling a story that is much bigger than anyone expected. Here's how 280 characters or less, way less, have been locked in the wheel as memories that none of us could forget. Tune in as we burrow into 8 of the most iconic tweets made in crypto history. Starting at the top, 4. And no hamsters, we're not talking about golf. The former CEO of major exchange CZ took to Twitter in early 2023 to share a series of New Year's resolutions, including ignoring FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, fake news, and attacks on Binance. Keep in mind the prior year has been volatile. This was followed up by a post on the second day of the year explaining that in 2023, CZ would be keeping it simple. And then, after listing his 3 do's and 1 don'ts, he went on to ask his followers to link back to his tweet when he tweets the number 4 in the future. CZ continued to use the number 4, sometimes alongside a photo of himself making the number on his fingers, counting to point to his own commitment to development and innovation. But when November rolled around, it turned out that the number 4 wasn't just a reminder. It came with a giant wheel-spinning consequence. In November 2023, Zhao was forced to step down from his position when he pleaded guilty to violating the Bank Secrecy Act. As we now know, he ended up paying out $4.3 billion in one of the largest corporate resolutions involving criminal charges for an exec in history. And here is the irony. 4-month prison sentence. Quite the ending for a series of squeaks that seemed so simple, Steady Labs. Back on May 10th, 2022, Do Kwon, the founder of Terraform Labs, coined the iconic tweet. Picture this. The hamster colony's main food stash, which everyone relies on to stay plump and happy, starts shrinking faster than expected. Panic spreads through the tunnels, and then out pops the head hamster, squeaks confidently. Steady lads, we've got plenty more seeds. This is exactly what happened in the release of the number 2 tweets on our list, ahead of the Algo stablecoin formerly known as Terra USD began slipping below its dollar peg. With this seemingly confident message, Do Kwon tried to allay fears of a full collapse. But as we now know, his tweet has become a symbol of misplaced confidence. The Terra ecosystem's collapse that followed wiped out more than $40 billion from the market in just 1 month. And deployed more capital, Steady Lads, became a line that did not age well. But equally interesting is the line that came before. Your size is not size. 2 months earlier than the iconic Steady Lads tweet, one crypto observer predicted that if Luna soared, he'd go all in on shorting it, even suggesting it was a Ponzi scheme in March 2022.
It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not even a scheme per se.
Do Kwon, who did not back down, Cupid back. Yeah, but your size is not size. This quickly became a meme, of course, since Terra USD spiraled out of control and Do Kwon was forced into damage control. All funds are safe. In a coveted number 4 spot, we have the words of Mr. Alex Mashinsky, the CEO of Celsius. To paint the picture, imagine a hamster nest with all the little hamsters cozy and content when suddenly whispers spread that there is a crack in the cage floor. The head hamster, Alex Mashinsky, reassures everyone, no need to worry, everything's secure. But were the little hamsters reassured? On May 12, 2022, the rumors had already begun in the crypto industry as the company was facing serious liquidity issues in the wake of the Luna fiasco. Trying to calm the panic, Mashinsky assured customers that despite the market chaos, Celsius has not experienced any significant losses. He doubled down with now infamous 4 words: "All funds are safe."
What? What?
Of course, in a twist of irony, in just 1 month, on June 12th, Celsius abruptly paused all withdrawals, and by July 13th, it had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. As it turns out, all funds were in fact not safe. Because these stories are interlinked, we couldn't forget about this next iconic line: "We can weather any bear market." Following Celsius and Mashinsky, the crypto lender by the name of Voyager also took to Twitter with a lengthy defense in June 2022. This was perhaps their attempt to assure customers that the company was safe during the bear market since it was managing the risk. Of course, by July, the reality rang true that the company was facing liquidity issues. And on July 5th, Voyager had proven they were actually another casualty of the bear market that had shaken the crypto sector. Of course, with 2 crypto lenders down, Celsius and Voyager, investor confidence took a dive. Assets are fine. Are you sensing the pattern here?
That's suspicious.
When yet another one bit the dust, a compelling tweet came first. Founder of crypto exchange FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, shared a tweet that his crypto exchange, alongside all of its assets, was fine, only to delete the tweet later in the day when the CEO announced a deal had been struck with a competing exchange, Binance. Sam Bankman-Fried, Mr. SBF, famously deleted this tweet in which he claimed assets are fine days before FTX filed for bankruptcy. In 3 minutes, we make history. Of course, not all tweets were memorialized for being the bearers of bad news. Back in September 2021, Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, took to the platform to share that history would be made. And this announcement didn't disappoint. After making the announcement, the small Central American country went all in on Bitcoin, becoming the first country to make the crypto its legal tender. Wow! As the land of volcanoes, the country has also taken to mining through a geothermal power plant that has mined nearly 474 bitcoins since 2021. From big triumphs to big regrets, I wish I had kept my BTC. Taking it back to 2011, an individual by the name of Greg Schuen scooped up a whopping 1,700 Bitcoin at 6 cents. He then goes on to share his regret of selling them at 30 cents, which was a 5x profit. What we would say in theory is nothing to sneeze at.
Wow!
However, Greg's regret at the time was Bitcoin had shot up to $8, where he reveals that his celebration was a bit premature. But as we know now, this celebration was so ridiculously premature as today 1 Bitcoin is now sitting at above $61,000, and his 1,700 Bitcoin stash would have been worth almost $105 million. Major ouch there. So, what did this academy teach us? Well, for starters, a single tweet can sometimes be worth way more than 280 characters. Maybe it's misplaced confidence? Maybe false assurances? Or something else that made the line legendary. So yes, next time you find yourself scrolling through your feed, remember, when it comes to crypto, you can't put all your confidence in those tweets. Thanks for joining today's Academy. Subscribe and remember, hamsters have power. One for all and all for one. Bye!